and welcome to Eat, Sleep, Fudge, Repeat. And yes, we're back with another brand new season.
Yeah, you might have thought we got lost in Serbia, but we didn't. We came home, and we've got a brand new look for this year, so I hope you're liking that.
Not only that, though, we've got plenty going on throughout the season. We still have Welsh football at the very heart of what we do, wherever it is, whenever it is, we want to be covering it.
And we started here in Cardiff for their game against Aston Villa, and we're going to find out all about the hopes and dreams of the Cardiff fans this year. And we're also here because we're giving a little bit of love to our man Joe. Big Joe Ledley. We think he needs a little bit of love at the moment,
He does. We also meet two stupid, mad people who decided to run 7 marathons in 7 days, and we still can't get over it.
And Alex, fancy doing that?
I'll do. No, we're not doing that. No,
absolutely not. But listen, let's take you back to pre-season, the time where hopes and dreams are made. Merthyr and Newport met up at Perrenderry Park, and we sent you up there, didn't we?
We did indeed.
Yeah.
Calmed down from last season yet?
Somewhat, I suppose. It hasn't been a long summer because the euphoria that we were left with at the end of that game against Notts County, it's still taking time to sink in exactly how it all played out, because after we lost 4-0 at Leighton Orient, we thought that was it, we were down. I don't think there was anybody out there that can honestly say that they thought we were definitely going to get out of that. 11 points adrift with 12 games left. Who is going to get out of that? No one. But obviously we defied the odds and we managed to do it somehow. So I think we're going into the next season with a bit of optimism.
Not the team, but are you season ready yet? Are you match fit?
Oh, I'm always match fit. I was born ready, I was. As for, like you said, as for the team, I think we need about 5 or 6 players, and hopefully we'll go into the playoffs.
What do you guys feel that you're missing?
I think a clinical striker is the most important part of...
Go on.
Oh, yes.
Like that?
Exactly like that. That's what I was talking about, yeah.
What's your hope for this season? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations?
We're still rebuilding. Gavin Williams, our manager, was in goals last game. That doesn't show a great sign of depth.
Was he not cat-like?
Depends on the cat.
Was he a sleepy cat?
I don't know. Just a small cat in the big goals.
What would you take at the end of this season?
Just staying up and a bit of stability, really. This club's been, the last couple of years, hung on by the skin of our teeth. The last 2 years in a row, being the club just outside the relegation zone. So, staying up and having a bit of a cut run, maybe. Yeah, keeping a manager for a season, just having something to build on.
If you were in Welsh Premier League, where do you think you'd be?
Top. Yeah.
You think you'd be top?
Yeah.
Top. So, if that was the case, you'd be in Champions League qualifiers now?
Something like that. And we'd win it. You're going to all up. All dream.
He's class, mate, Fleetwood.
He is, isn't he?
He's going to be brilliant, he is.
So what's the dream for the season? What's the ambition? If you could shake on it now, what would you take in the season?
Promotion, as simple as. I think you've always got to try and better last season. And although I wasn't here, I know I played Merthyr for Weymouth, and good side. Need to get better away from home. Home form was really good, and promotion. Like I said, losing out in the playoffs is horrible.
Best of luck to Merthyr and to Newport then in their seasons. Fantastic pre-season action at Perrenderry Park. Great football to be played there this season. If you're in the area, go and check out the Mighty Martyrs. Right, I've got Mike, Ron, Megan here. They're off to the Cardiff Villa game this afternoon. Mike, we'll start with you. Hopes, dreams, feelings for today?
I'd like to see him finish in the top 6. I think mid-table is probably realistic. But you never know with Neil Warnock. I'm very hopeful because I think he's got the crowd together. We're all pulling in the same direction. So fingers crossed.
Is he the saviour, Ron? Is Warner going to be the man?
Yes, I hope so. I think so. I think you have everything going for him at the moment. There's a lot of support to him down here. So I'm hoping now that he can go up. There's a lot of teams, a lot more money in us, and a lot more, influential managers. But I think he's the man to do it for us, I think.
Now, it's Megan's first ever Cardiff game today, and you're going to realise immediately why that is. Megan, feeling excited for today?
I'm very excited. Came all the way from Ireland, and hopefully it'll be a win for my first game.
Prediction?
1-0 to Cardiff. Maybe. Hopefully.
All right, okay. I like it. I like in your style. So, are they sharp? Are they ready? Are they fit, do you feel?
I think he's probably got them as sharp as he can at this time in the season. They'll be as sharp as Aston Villa, I would think, going through the same pre-season training. So fingers crossed, yes. Fingers crossed, yes.
I bet they haven't run 7 marathons in 7 days, though, have they, to get sharp for the pre-season? I bet they haven't done that. We know 2 guys that have done that. They did it in aid of charity. They did it for Gol Cymru. 2 heroic men. And we went to meet them at the start of their journey. How far is it?
It's 188 miles.
When did you decide to do this?
About 4 months ago.
In how many days?
7 days.
Whose bright idea was it?
I think it might have been mine. We went for a little run on Offers Dyke for about 5 miles. It was very pleasant, and then we had a pint.
Why?
It's a long story there. We've done a few. We coached football together. We started running, just to try and stay fit, to keep up with the whippersnappers that we coach. And then we did a few marathons. Each time we've done it, we've tried to raise money for some good causes and done a little bit more each time.
Do you ever fall out when you're running?
Not really, but there's a point where, usually the last few miles of every day, it gets really, really tough. And, there's a point where you've got to goad each other on, There was one we did a couple of years back where Lee was cramping up badly at the end, and I had to wind him up a bit just to keep going. He finds a bit more energy when he's angry, so there were a few swear words, and I think I might have cast aspersions on your Welsh ancestors, and I got another couple of miles out of him, so I'll keep that up my sleeve.
So the exact opposite of the Brownlee brothers, then, in supporting. But I mean, running.
That's exactly what we're going to do, all the way. Finally into the sea at Prestatyn at the end next Friday.
Okay.
Just on a serious note of the stuff that you see from Gol Cymru, where have you visited? What sort of things have you seen that sort of inspire you?
Started in Azerbaijan in 2002. I was there going into the country after the Soviets had pulled out. The infrastructure was just non-existent. The people were living in total poverty. Went to an orphanage there and just provided small things, gifts for them. The children's faces lit up straight away. To me, just to see those children's faces light up with a smile when you're offering just small things that we just take for granted here all the time. And this is by genuine football fans. This charity is run just by genuine football fans, and it's great to see that through football we can have a positive influence.
Right, so is it that way? Is it that way?
It's that way.
It's that way. It's that way.
That's
We'll go
behind us.
We'll go that way.
Yeah.
You are mine.
Wales.
7 marathons in 7 days. And in 7 marathons in 7 days. So fancy doing that?
Wouldn't mind. I'd be right there, I think.
Yeah.
I'm built for running, so.
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Listen, I'm outside the Cardiff City Stadium. Ellen and Ricky, obviously two Cardiff City fans. We're here to talk about the Warnock effect first. Ricky, you're a big fan.
Big fan, yeah. I think he's changed the team. I think the what he's done with Zoho has been amazing.
Because he picked him up last season, didn't he? In the bottom of the table, or around about the bottom, and he really picked him up and got a good side going.
Yeah, I think like Ricky was saying now about Kenneth Zoho, I think he was a bit of a flop when he came in and the troll up, and he's, like I said, I think you give him that game, I think it was against Wolves, and he's just changed him around. I think we've got a top striker there, and I think the Warnock effect is that, that's what's happened to Zoho really. So, but it's just the whole team. I think he's a good, great guy like to have around.
Yeah. And over 20k here today for the game against Aston Villa. Can you make top 6, Ricky?
Yeah, I think we're definitely good with the defence.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you fancy it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Does that same for you?
It's going to be a tough one, but I generally think we can't get the top 6. I think the top 2 is out of our reach, but I definitely think with Warnock, under Warnock, I think with the fans as well, if we keep this up with the support to the 12th man, I think top 6 is definitely in reach.
Confidence. Well, listen, the other reason we came down to Cardiff today is because we wanted to give a little bit of love to our man Joe Ledley. I mean, he's gone for the Joe Ledley a little bit there.
This will blow off now. It's
not no one that's got a mighty fine beard like Joe Ledley.
Only Aaron Gunnison can match him. He's
That's a fair point. Cardiff lad, no club at the moment. Would you like to see him here?
Oh, I'd love to see him here. Obviously, it comes on a finance today if we can afford his wages and whatnot. But I think he'd love to be here, to be honest. I think it would give us a big lift as well if he was back here wearing the City badge, And he's a true Cardiff boy, so
he is. And Wales have got some big games coming up, Ricky. Are you confident Joe could maybe play in them if he hasn't got a club at the moment?
I don't think so. No, not if he hasn't got a club, he won't be fit enough. No. Definitely needs a club.
You'd like to see him at Cardiff?
Yeah, definitely get the fans on board.
Well, listen, we went to speak to loads of Wales fans out and about Joe Ledley, so this is our little bit of love for you, Joe.
Joe Ledley. What comes to mind when you think of Joe Ledley? What sort of image or status comes to you?
Beard. It's the first thing that pops in my head. Beard, then dancing, and then football player. In that order, I think.
Oh, he's got a hell of a beard, obviously. That's why my beard used to be really long because I wanted mine to be as long as Joe's.
He never hit those heights, did it?
No.
Not. Is it more than a beard and kinky dancing to you?
I think he's a fan's favourite, isn't he? It's dancing, the beard.
He's one of those. He's hit cult status, hasn't he?
He definitely
doesn't have to be the best. No, there's just something about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's one of a few cult figures that we got on the team, so we're lucky. But yeah, he's up there. It's the beard and the dance moves for me.
What do you think of him as a player, as a Wales player?
Steady, very good player. He's the carrier. He's the person who gets the ball to Ramsey. Ramsey then gets the ball to Bale. So without Joe Ledley in the team, we haven't got that link between defence to midfield.
He's the heartbeat of the team, isn't he? Everything, him and Joe Allen, everything goes through the both of them.
Give me hope.
Give me hope, yeah.
He just brings a bit of glue to that midfield, holds it all together, gives the flair players the opportunity to go and express themselves.
Can you do the Joe Ledley dance?
No. I'm shocking.
Yeah, no.
If I could, I would.
Yeah.
I would do it. But
you definitely don't. Yeah.
I'm really bad at dancing.
Can you do the Joe Ledley dance?
No, but Mark can.
No, you can't. I can't.
Go on, give us your Joe Ledley. Of course you can. Come on, wait.
What are you doing it?
To me, I mean, he just to me embodies this kind of spirit of where we are with the team and the fans right now. I mean, it's not just his beard, it's his moves, the famous, just getting behind the spirit of coming to play amazing football, but also to bring Wales together and to just be here for the spirit of bringing Welsh football back to where it should be.
Ain't nobody loves me better, makes me happy.
Big love for Big Joe. Good luck finding a club, mate, and we hope to see you in a Wales shirt very, very soon.
I think that does us. I think, let's leave them wanting more. Let's get out while we're ahead. Yeah.
Season 2, episode 1,
Come on,
done. We are
done.
back. Welsh
Boom.
football is back. Football is back. Beautiful, beautiful.
As ever, do give us a like, give us a retweet, give us a share, because this doesn't work without you guys. We are nothing without you. That still applies.
It does indeed. Stay across all our social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, and whatever else you want to find us on our website and all those other beautiful places.
But from us at the Cardiff City Stadium, see you next time.
Welsh, Northwest, Aberdare, Porthmadog, Cogan, Bregent, Aberavon, Wrexham,